All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm just going to see if this is streaming. We're having a little conflict with Facebook these days. And my lives. Okay, it's looking good. Okay, cool. All right. So you guys can see me. We're going to wait a few minutes for people to hop on. I want to invite all of you. I posted it in the description as well. Today is the last day to register for the cat webinar, the free cat webinar. You can go to go.essentialoilvet.com/cat-webinar to register for that. It is also the last chance you can get the register for the 7-day Happy Healthy Cat Challenge if you want to join me on that journey as well for 50% off. So it's the very good deal there. So definitely check that out if you have a cat and you use essential oils and you want to learn all of the things. Let me know if you're hopping on, where you're from, what essential oil you're using today. I am completely obsessed with Blue Tansy today because it is helping me to stay focused as I prepare for the webinar tomorrow, and I'm creating it tonight. I'm actually finishing up the presentation tonight, and I am definitely super excited about seeing you guys in there. So this is my weekly Q&A. So for those of you that are new, I go live every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central Time to answer your questions. It's kind of hit or miss on if I can get to your question. But I do see one from Susie. She is in the membership group, but and I can only see part of your question, Susie. So what you see on the screen is what I can see. So Stray Kitty was wondering that wandered up and a local pet store gave me a dewormer because he was skin and bones a period of a week that he has started pulling all of his hair out. I've made a spray of lavender, but he's just pulling hair out everywhere. When I went back, they gave me an antibiotic to put on his food. I'm not really sure what to do. My vet is going to charge me $350 to bring him in. I recently spent more. So I'm not really sure what is going on with your kitty, Susie. Sometimes when they pull their hair out, it is an indication of stress. Sometimes it is because of digestive problems. Sometimes it is because of it could be because of pain or because of something else. So without any diagnostics, it's really hard to say what is going on. And yes, your veterinarian will charge you for those diagnostics to know what exactly is going on. I think you're on the right track with starting with some lavender, some diluted lavender, some diluted calming blend can be helpful, and some of the kids' protective blend can also be helpful. You can put that on his ear tips. I'm not really sure what's going on. It could just be that he's uncomfortable with the dewormer. If you got it from a pet store, a lot of those are over the counter. You really can't get antibiotics over the counter. So I would definitely question that. You do have to have a prescription for antibiotics for cats. So I'm not sure how they gave you a prescription for antibiotics without a vet being there. So I would definitely caution you against using that. But in the meantime, you can use those oils that we just talked about. So, okay. Jan has On Guard going. May Bay is using citrus, cinnamon, and Siberian fir in the diffuser. Let's see. Oh, Steph is using Blue Tansy, Helichrysum, Roman Chamomile, and lavender for bites on her legs. Oh no, I hope you feel better. Lee has a good question. Horses and oils. I wore ginger on my bracelet and my horse is obsessed. What could this be? Horses are obsessed with most oils in my experience. They really just love oils in general. So I would encourage you bringing some out and giving it to your horse. Ginger is very helpful for a couple of different systems, the digestive system being the most obvious and the most commonly used for that, but it's also really good for the musculoskeletal system. So I would definitely let your horse partake in the oils, and your horse can actually really benefit from using essential oils with them as well. Laura is using Serenity. Kay is asking about the new Doterra shampoo. Can you use it for dogs and cats? My simple answer is no, please don't. You can use the baby shampoo for dogs and cats. So hopefully that helps. If you have a question, go ahead and pop it in the chat and I'd be happy to answer it. Some of the questions I might not be able to answer. But definitely, I want to encourage you guys to come over to join the cat webinar, which is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Okay, Jay has a question. My dog has MUE, autoimmune. Should I avoid diffusing oils? No, actually, I think diffusing oils can actually really benefit in those conditions. So Diane says, what can I use to calm my 14-year-old Jack Russell, which is a dog, by the way, who goes crazy when it rains and thunderstorms. We moved to Florida. I would definitely reach for some calming oils. So there are a lot of oils that can help during rain and thunderstorms if your dog gets really upset or worked up by them. I really like the grounding blend, using that topically along the spine and rubbed on the ear tips. And then some of your calming oils in the diffuser, the reassuring blend, the calming blend, petitgrain, lavender, Roman chamomile, or vetiver, all really, really good choices to help kind of tone things down. So I usually do a combo approach, topically and diffused, for those particular cases. Diane, if you actually want to go to, if you scroll down a bit, it would be quite a bit. The 4th of July fireworks post that I did, the same oils you use for fireworks, you would also use for thunderstorms. So definitely check that out. If you're on Instagram, go over to my highlights. I have an actual highlight just on fireworks, and I use fireworks and thunderstorms kind of in the same realm of things, because it's loud noises, sudden loud noises that they're kind of afraid of in those cases. So, okay. Okay, so a question from Suzanne. It's a very long question, so I can't see it all. So try to keep your questions short, guys, if you want me to see the whole thing. Let's see. I have an alpaca that's eating and pooping normal. The problem is that he's still losing weight. I've been giving him 4 to 5 drops a day in his food, enzymes, probiotic, and vitamins, but introducing him to different oils for liver, pancreas, digestion. He has no interest. So Suzanne, I would definitely have your vet run some tests on that particular alpaca to see what's going on. So without knowing what's going on, it's really hard. You're like what you're doing. You're just kind of like throwing something like spaghetti at the wall, hoping something will stick. And if he's losing weight, even though he's eating really well, I would definitely consider deworming, number 1, and 2, have his teeth checked to make sure he's chewing correctly. So those would be the top 2 things that I would do. And then certainly a blood panel can tell you a lot as far as liver, kidney, heart function and stuff like that. That might give you an indicator of where to go next, as far as like which oils to use for which systems and that sort of thing. You can certainly use the digestive blend, a lot of it, and I would not hesitate to use that twice a day. Orally for alpacas is really helpful, and then going from there. But I would definitely deworm too. Let's see. Lee, for horses, fractionated coconut oil and a few drops in my hand. Yep, that's all you have to do. You can rub it along their back or their poll, or on their chest, for topical use, or you can just let them eat it out of your hand. If your horse really likes it, with the ginger, you can just put a couple of drops in your hand. You don't even have to mix it with fractionated coconut oil, and let them lick it right out of your hand. Let's see. Joni is wondering about her paralyzed dog. She wants to just support his urinary tract to kind of preventatively help with possible UTIs. So I would recommend using preventatively the protective blend orally and just use that. And I would also recommend getting some acupuncture done. Acupuncture can be really, really helpful with those paralyzed dogs. And even sometimes get them walking again if the damage isn't too severe. So definitely do that. And then topically, I would use the massage blend. I'd also use helichrysum as well topically. All right. Oh, my time is almost up. Let's do Michelle's. Are there any oils cats can absolutely not be exposed to? That's a kind of a loaded question. So no, yes, it depends on the brand, really. And I'm sure there are some out there, but if you are using a good brand, like absolutely not exposed to, like as in like you never use it on you and it's never in the diffuser. No, I mean, you just have to follow some guidelines. So, and use some common sense. Like some people are, I don't recommend using tea tree topically on cats. I don't recommend using wintergreen topically on cats, especially a lot of it. But if you want some free safety information, just head over to essentialoilvet.com/pet safety. This is a free download that you can get. 17 pages, but you can just skip over to the cat page. There's one page on cats, and you can read through that, read through the myths, and make sure you're using really, really high quality oil, and then just be really careful with tea tree. And I mean, I don't even say like that you can't ever use tea tree around cats, okay? Because like I use tea tree all the time. I have acne. I have horses that need it for their skin conditions and that sort of thing. And so I use a lot of tea tree oil. I have it on my hands sometimes when I come home and pet my cat. I, wash my hands, of course, as well. But and it is in some of the blends that I use, even in my diffuser, and it's totally fine and it's never hurt anything. So just, use some common sense and be careful with that one a little bit, especially topically. But never, ever, ever use around them. Yeah, yes, there are some, and they are the brands that are super cheap that you get off of Amazon or the grocery store, and they're not actually essential oils. That stuff can actually be really harmful to cats. So, all right, I'll get off my soapbox now. All right, you guys, I will see you hopefully tomorrow for the cat webinar, the 7 mistakes cat owners make that might accidentally be hurting their dogs. And we're going to give you some actual tips and tricks to prevent those mistakes from happening, and also to help with continuing to keep your cat happy and healthy. And then I do hope you join me in the 7-day happy healthy cat challenge after that, which it's everybody's favorite challenge. So it's a really good one. But head over to go.essentialoilvet.com/cat-webinar. Register for that now because it is tomorrow at 1 p.m. And yes, if you can't watch it live, the recording will be emailed out to you that day, and you will have 3 days to watch it. So don't wait until next Sunday to watch it because you only have until Thursday to watch it. So otherwise, people never watch it if you don't give them a deadline. But so grab that webinar. If you can't make it live, that's okay. You'll get the recording tomorrow night, and then you can watch the replay up until Thursday. And of course, I do hope you join me for the challenge as well. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow, or if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you next week for the regular Q&A at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that's it. I love you. Bye.